Hi everyone, this is Steve for the Skywatch Media News Channel, and here's what's happening for the week of November 19th, 2018. There is a long-sought belief among scientists that our sun has a companion somewhere out there, a binary sun consisting of identical star matter. Now it looks like astronomers have discovered a star many light years away that they believe may be the long-lost sibling of our sun. Nearly 85% of all stars are considered to have binary companions. Some are believed to have more than one. Over 50% of all sun-like stars are in binary pairs. If the facts are accurate, then it looks like our sun is the oddball of the galaxy, a solitary star that differentiates itself from most other stars in the galaxy. There is evidence to suggest that our sun had a binary companion at one time, since most stars were born with a binary twin. But our solar system is known to be very peculiar. For one, the placement of all planets is entirely out of sync when compared to other systems. Both Jupiter and Saturn, as larger planets, are further away from the sun, which likely occurred in a process called gravitational resonance, where both planets strongly interacted with one another, resulting in an outward migration. Subsequent interactions with Uranus and Neptune would also drive those planets outward. Further evidence of the strangeness of our solar system can be found in the fact that we are missing the most common planet in the galaxy, the super-Earth. So if not for some strange quirk, Earth certainly should and could have a twin, just as our sun could have had a binary companion. So maybe it does exist somewhere in space. The problem with locating a sun's sibling is that the stars are scattered throughout the Milky Way, making it very difficult to locate a companion star. But now, with the help of more advanced astrometric data, scientists believe that they may have found a star that fits the description of the binary star, which is similar to our sun. It's referred to as the main sequence star, slightly bigger than our sun with similar surface temperature, luminosity, and chemical makeup, which, like our own star, is in the range of 4.5 billion years old, all of which makes for a close match with our sun. There is not a lot that scientists know about our sun's past that coincides with life in the galaxy. But so far, the only place in the universe where they are certain that life has formed is right here in our own solar system. So to discover a distant star that appears to have the same size and composition as our sun suggests that there could be planets that are orbiting other stars that could have developed life similar to the Earth that are orbiting a sun referred to as a binary companion. Violent winds reaching more than 80 miles per hour have triggered massive waves reaching 30 to 40 feet in height along the coast of Newfoundland. The effects of an incredibly strong low-pressure system along Canada's Atlantic coast caused the largest waves on the planet near the Grand Banks. The waves were so immense that the rocks and trees along the shore began shaking. The intensity of the waves' action was so powerful that the ground in Newfoundland began shaking as if hit by an earthquake. It was very noticeable on seismic data as the black lines display the seismic activity produced by the vicious windstorm that whipped across the Canadian province. The video footage taken on November 15th along the Gulf of St. Lawrence shows the intensity of the situation when such powerful storms strike the coastline. In 2017, when Hurricane Irma passed Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic, a similar increase in seismic activity was registered, giving the appearance of earthquakes. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, a huge and powerful wave of 40 feet smashed into an apartment building in the Canary Island vacation spot of Mesa del Mar, the force of which ripped apart third-floor balcony railings. Fierce storms led to restaurant windows being smashed and cars being swept into the sea as massive waves inundated city streets. Chico was one of the worst affected areas, with waves crashing over the seawall and flooding streets, to the astonishment of locals who filmed the water racing towards them as they ran for safety. The sorrow and the empathy wrought by the tragedy that is still unfolding in California's most deadly wildfire in a generation is an event that will linger in the minds of Americans for years to come. The death toll far surpasses the previous fatality record from a single California wildfire dating back to the Griffith Park fire of 1933 in Los Angeles. And this fire already ranks among the deadliest U.S. wildfires since the turn of the 20th century. In Paradise, the flames moved so fast that some victims were caught in a chaotic evacuation as gridlock formed on the two exit routes out of town. In Paradise, which is home to nearly 27,000 people before the Camp Fire struck, forensic anthropologists for the University of Nevada, Reno, were helping firefighters sort through the wreckage at a mobile home park for senior citizens. Authorities are now conducting the grim search for the more than 900 individuals that are still missing. Besides the toll on human life, property losses from the blaze make it the most destructive in California history, posing the additional challenge of providing long-term shelter for many thousands of displaced residents. At last count, the Camp, Woolsey, and Hill fires have destroyed more than 18,000 homes and other structures, and have scorched nearly 253,000 acres of land. On top of this, up to 4 inches of rain is expected to fall in the Sierra foothills in the coming days that could lead to dangerous mudslides and further devastation to the burned-out areas of Northern California. The West Coast disaster is a tragedy in the making, and one that deserves the utmost attention of concerned individuals. The number of fatalities in the wake of the devastation will continue to rise, but we may never know the actual numbers who perished in these flames. Furthermore, we may never know the full extent of the destruction, who or what caused these fires, or what could have been done, if anything, to alleviate the extent of the disaster. Behind the curtain of concealment lies the truth about this event and many like it. But this picture and these words, more than all others, speaks to the strength and to the character of those who have suffered the most during these troubling times. Thanks for watching.